Welcome to another trade recap. Today's trade recap is for October 24th, 2024. And as you can see, we took an L. Today was just one of those days where price was just kind of like iffy. Again, this whole week has just been straight, like not good price action. So yeah. Let me go over my trade, the confluences I had during on the big time frames and stuff, and what I was looking at going into our trade. So starting off on the 4 hour, right? We had 4 hour lows. Nothing really much actually on the 4 hours. These were 1 hours and 1 hours. Yeah, nothing really crazy. These were 1 hour lows as well, so I just marked them out as 1 hour. Um, we were already filling in this imbalance pre-market, so I was just like, whatever, that was about it on the 1 hour. Just 1 hour lows, 1 hour highs, 1 hour lows right here, and 1 hour lows right here as well. Yeah, so and let's go down to the 5 minute. Started watching price again today. We had quite some news. 8:30 unemployment claims, 9:45 flash manufacturing, and then 10 a.m. we had new home sales. If you were on Go Moon, you would have seen that it was a red folder. So I was waiting for that news to drop, which I did. But you see, we got this. Let me go over the 5 minute first, and I'll go into detail on the 1 minute. So coming into the market, right, 5 minute, uh, we started selling down, right, and we sold down to these 1 hour lows, getting swept. We started getting a retracement. However, it kept closing down. It closed down here, and then we got that big up candle. I thought price was just gonna go straight up because, as you can see, it started taking off right here again. So when I seen this, I was just like, hold on, like let me start looking into this. And at this point, I was just waiting for price. I mean, news to come out, which came out at 10, right? So we had this fair value gap form, right? We had the order block down here, which we'll go into second trade, right? Because today I took two trades, essentially four trades in total. One trade on each of my accounts. I have two accounts, so that's two trades first time, two trades again the second time, so four trades in total. Two trades per account. So, um, on my account, so I was going based off this fair value gap, right? News dropped on this candle, and I seen the wick, seen the rejection a little bit. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's normal. I saw this, so I rejected again, but then I started seeing this break a structure completely, and I was like, okay, bought right here, right? Entered right here on one of my accounts, switched accounts, and entered on this one right here. And so we were in a slight profit for a bit. Stops were all the way underneath the fair value gap candle. Uh, Kind of kept a tight stop loss just because risk to reward made sense. However, and it looked like price was just gonna take off and just hit TP. Essentially, my TP1 was right here. TP2 was at these highs, and TP3 was all the way up here. So just small, like quick little gains. I thought price was just gonna come rip through, and that was it. However, that's not what price wanted to do. It came right back down. Invalidated this fair value gap, mitigated it like crazy. At this point, I was just like, okay, yeah, I got mitigated. It's probably gonna break through and stop me out. So, and that's exactly what it did. However, we had this order block, which I was looking at as well, right? Um, I was like, okay, well, we have this order block that we keep rejecting because it was rejecting. I was like, what are we rejecting off? I looked to the left. We had this order block right here, which was what swept price, right? And it kept rejected. However, it wasn't really breaking structure. I wasn't buying this one. And eventually we broke structure on this candle, which is where I bought my second buying position. Um, I knew what I was risking. I knew I was like, okay, if I lose at this point, I was break even for the week. I was like, if I lose, I'll just be down 1 R for the week, and that's a price I'm willing to pay, right? So I knew what I was risking. I knew what I was putting on the line. Um, on one of my accounts, I kind of de-risked a little, not putting that much risk on the table, but still isn't out. I entered off of this candle because we got a break of structure, rejections off of this order block. But again, we were mitigating it a lot, which I should have known. I was like, it's being mitigated. But I gave it the benefit of the doubt because we were rejecting a lot, even though it was being mitigated a lot. We still broke structure, which made me to believe, and it was a good uh, bullish flow, right? I thought maybe we are gonna go high and form a fair value gap and bounce right off and keep going, right? So after we broke structure, I entered it, and this was my second entry trade on both of my accounts. Stops were at the same spot. Unfortunately, it literally retraced right back down and stopped me out. And that was it for me. I was like, you know what? 2 trades on each account is enough. That's more than normal risk for me. Um, so this week has just been terrible trading. Um, I've managed well this week, so luckily for me, I am just -1 R for the week, which I don't mind because we'll always bounce back. We'll live to trade another day. Um, it's just one of those weeks, if you're trading and you're getting super sad, thinking your strategy is not it, or you're doing something wrong. Like, no, the market conditions have just been straight booty. They haven't been the best this week whatsoever. Um, I have stayed afloat just because um, I've managed my risk really, really well, which I'm proud of. But if you're in drawdown more than I am, don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. It's like the market conditions haven't been the best. A lot of people haven't been able to read the market lately because of how bad it's been, and we haven't got good price action, lately. So uh, today was again on S&P 500. My second L in the week was on the S&P 500 again. So reason why I just stick to Nasdaq. But anyways, the Nasdaq was just looking like a straight zigzag um, drift show. Like, look at this. Like, it was like this was just terrible. Um, I was mapping this out because at the same time I was like, maybe we'll find something on here, but no, I was just straight terrible. No entries found. Um, maybe right here off of this equilibrium, but that's very risky because we don't have a full confirmation to like up to here, and then you would have been in the same situation and then eventually stopped out. But yeah, jeez. Hello? Oh, there we go. Why was my first TP right here? Well, because we had this 5-minute fair value gap that we left behind. Again, like I said, price eventually comes to these imbalances to fill them in. Uh, it's just today it's been taking longer because we've had these imbalances down here, along with this big 1 hour imbalance we had right here, which price wanted to fill. So, um, yeah. But it looks like it's making its way back up to fill this imbalance. So, fortunate events. It is what it is. Can't dwell on it. Just learn. What I could have done better today. Um, I think just trading less. I don't think I overtraded. I know the risk I was doing. It's not like I was revenge trading. I just seen an opportunity again of my strategy, and I re-entered. But again, I should have seen the market conditions again. They were kind of choppy. I should have just stayed out with one trade. But um, I'm a risk taker, so I wanted to take that risk today, put it on, and maybe could have had the winner. But sadly, we live and learn. So sticking to the one one trade a day again. Um, secondly, I feel like I could have waited for a retrace, which would have led me to just stick to one trade. Because I was just after this retrace right here, I was just observing the market, right? Um, After this retrace, sorry, observing the market, I didn't really scale out to the 5 minute again to see if we broke structure again, which we did. And if we seen that, I would have just waited for this retrace right here and entered right the second position that I did, right? Essentially, I would have just taken one trade. But yeah, so just mistakes that I made today. Mistake that I made today, sorry. Live and learn from them. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Just learn from my trades so I don't make the same mistake again. Wait for the retrace. Um, yeah. Not trying to make any excuses. But this morning I was super tired, kind of half asleep trying to trade, but now I'm trying to make any excuses. Um, I was paying attention most of the time, so. But yeah, so tomorrow, no news. Depending how the market conditions are, I might not trade just because this week has been super terrible, super trash. But if I see a plus setup that looks super clear, price action is moving like this right here, right? Price action is moving like this right here, and not like this over here. You know, um, I will likely be taking a trade. But if I don't see an A plus setup and we have this choppiness of a trade, uh, market conditions, I'm not gonna trade. Simple as that. I'll just save myself the headache, save myself the loss, and just wait for next week and hopefully hope for better price action. But yeah, ladies and gents, again, work on your psychology. I think it's the most important thing in these markets, like I always say. Don't feel too bad if you took a loss today. Again, this week has been terrible. If you took a loss at all this week, or if you been negative this whole week, market conditions have been terrible. So just the best thing you can do is just learn from your mistakes, learn from your trades, understand the market conditions, see how it is, and just risk manage. I feel like I say that every trade recap, but it's just the most important thing. I can not emphasize that enough because risk management has been keeping me afloat 100% this whole week. Managing my trades, managing my risk. So thankfully, we're only negative 1 hour. Not where I want to be, but not where I will end up at. Hopefully for the month. So that being said, ladies and gents, hope you have a good rest of Thursday. Or yeah, Thursday. And if I trade tomorrow, I'll do another trade recap. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. If I don't, see y'all next week with another trade recap. Peace.